It's been a long time coming. I'm coming back for you, my friend.
Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcoming you back to Lovecraft Country and Cultist Simulator Exile DLC, the something run, because we've got 3 options now left for running open to us. We've already done the escape one, so unless we complete a comfort run and then escape, we won't be doing that. We need at least 12 comfort for that, so that's a long haul one. We of course have the Defiance run, in which we murder the foe, which we actually took a small piece out of him that's soon going to fade. And of course there is the Nameless run, which is where we have to collect 7 sentiments. Basically an object that has 2 different phases between one reality and another, and is beloved by the powers of chaos, who will then reward us with essentially making us become nameless and forgotten within the world. You know, some people just like the quiet life. And let's see, we still have, of course, the Ascension run, because of the Defiance card, I now have 3 of the 6 options that you require to get to that end of the Defiance run to become one of 3 options for a demigod of war. Yeah, there's at least 7 basic endings here and a few variations, so we could be at this for a while. We did, however, since we just passed the 1,000 follower mark on YouTube, which is actually awesome, we did unlock the last major run for the Cultist Simulator before DLC, which is going to be the Lantern Apostle run, the hardest run in the whole game, and of course, the one of the 2 I've never completed. I never completed the Nameless run 2. I got 5 out of 7, the Pentiments, and then had a really bad run of luck. So there's no saying we're going to be able to this time, but we're going to try. In any case, we are currently in Strasbourg. Here, where the Great Oaths divided the Empire of Great Charles between the East and West, referring to the breakup of the Holy Roman Empire. In consequence, the land has been contested for 1,000 years. In consequence, the shadow of the Horned Axe lies long here, Horned Axe being an ancient power of war and boundaries. So obviously, border conflicts are going to get into it. And yeah, that's a minor god of war right there. Not one terribly interested in our current conflict, as they're too old to understand human wants and needs. They just like division. Also, there's a cheery little bistro where they serve the stew with ginger and white wine that I like. You know, if you're on the run, you might as well get a few perks in before you end one way or the other. But we also have the Reckoners. Occasionally, Reckoners come in even without a trace. Since we don't have a trace, there's a chance we'll be able to sneak under the radar. In any case, I've already got Granada, or Exit. They're dealing with the Galleon in Granada. Last year, she invited me to stay with her. Once we get there, we're going to be able to redo one of the missions that we failed the first time we did this, and hopefully get a 4th companion. Yes, the companions being gathered actually are quite useful, as they are, in fact... Where's the experience one? Ooh, you associate, no. Associate 6-1, Specs of Colonel, Ally, and there, experience. Once we get 3 experience, we can increase their power to 7. It's not huge, because usually I'll be able to supplement it with other cards, but it does something to keep in mind that you do want to use them, especially for things that you can, of course, use them for. The only downside, of course, is they have a recharge time. So, 11 minutes. Let's start the clock and see how long, and I'm going to start fast forward, because we're going to be waiting out the Reckoners to see whether or not they figure out we're here. And there's only one item that I really want in Strasbourg, and it's a secondary item. It doesn't actually come to help any of the endings. It's just really cool, and it's a good way to carry cash quickly. Because remember, one of the biggest things you want to do, they're searching. Maybe they'll give up in a few seconds. Maybe they'll continue. All right, so... And they are widening the search, looking for more clues, may summon reinforcements. Again, we got to wait through all of this to see whether or not we're coming or going, because I do not want to launch a trace when they're actually in this town, and there's nothing I can do right now that would not have potentially launch a trace. Got enough cash, they can run, I can shoot a few people if I need to. It's all good at the moment. We got it under control. All right, so no. Okay, so they pop trace, which means I'm going to switch back to normal since, I pause. Now we have an obscurity, which means we've got a 20-second, 40-second with the first one edge before this. So the only thing I'm going to do here is I am going to reconnoiter, because we've already got one problem. We're probably just going to add them up if time goes on. All right, so let's see. They will continue. Then, oof, that blinked. It's not reinforcements. They're going to be summoning the assassin or the agent next. We can deal with either of them, I think. The agent, if it tries to steal something, could be a problem. I don't have a potential contact unless I get really lucky on this one over here. Now, we'll know, of course, which one they'll be summoning by the time we get to that cycle completion, and we'll know what we have here. Strasbourg, Horned We are still alive. We are still working towards a number of endings, and we have one potential assassin coming after us, but we're ready for him. We're just consolidating favor. As you might notice, the Defiance card has 3, but it's not dedicated to any one power. So until I decide I'm going for an Ascension run, I'm just going to increase the Defiance ones. If we can find them, we got 1 out of 12 we need. And of course, I may become nameless, trying to go for the obscure moth ending as well. Because I do have Mademoiselle's flute. Let's see. So, that's the question now. Should we think about bailing? Now, the thing is about bailing is that I have at least 40 seconds or so, so there's nothing we really need here. So let's not make any major risks. We'll depart, exiting this way. We'll use the what we need to fend off the assassin if necessary, or we'll just take a couple of hits. Doesn't really matter. We can heal them really quickly. We did wound the foe. I guess it would be rude of us not to get wounded ourselves. We're doing pretty good in funds, by the way. And now that we have the doctor and the medical license, it's just going to be wow. All right, so who are we looking at being summoned? Just a standard assassin. We should be fine. So he can't steal anything from us, and we can use companions to, all right, cool. Grand townhouse. Really? Yeah, sounds awesome. Seriously, dude, what? Why are you looking for real estate? We're leaving. Ugh, some people just cannot know what they want. Are you doing? Widening the search, looking for more clues. So he's going to be detonating for new traces. All right, so yeah, we're gone. Like I said, there's only one minor item I wanted here. I doubt we're going to have opportunity to grab it if it comes up, and I certainly don't have the cash to buy it at this point. But, hey, this too shall pass. We never know. We can come back here and be perfectly fine, and some other run and see what we can find. But we're just passing through at the moment. Yep, quiet warehouse. All right, yeah, we're gone. Bye. I got a rifle to pick up. Still going to keep our obscurity, too, which is cool. I think. Alright, he probably will grab it, but won't be able to complete destroying it. Because he will grab it when the timer gets to 0. Like I said, we're running on normal time. I'll double time when we get to it. Oh my god, I forgot. He's just making a trace. Fine. My guess is this guy's just padding the bill. It has been suggested that the assassins are kind of not gung-ho about finding us because, first of all, we can kill them. And second of all, they're not sure they want to be under the foe themselves anymore. I mean, apparently he's been around too long, become arrogant, and he's powerful, so nobody wants to change him directly. But having a renegade like me, potentially... Oh god. Yep, I've updated the update, and I seriously do hope they'd fix this thing, but nope, we're still popped. They all die when I leave town. It's hilarious. Alright, so... Maria's place is in the Albacine, which is original Arabic, means the place at the very top of all hills after you've been traveling all day, none of the streets are lit. I don't think that's the literal translation. Okay? Alright, so again, we've got the same problem with it simply not putting things back where they came from, so I always have to freaking redo this. It's very annoying, and come on, dude. Come on, people. Fix your update. There's the property we need. Okay, so first things first, we'll take this free corpse, and we will up ourselves to level 12 when it comes to our Knight Edgelord. Second, Mirella, plump, dreamy, hesitant woman with bright eyes. Let's talk to her. Meeting with the painter Maria. Ooh, painting. Okay, keep going. We'll grab this one before the exit because we certainly can get an exit if we need to since we're in a secure location, but I'd rather get her optional mission off the ground first. Right. Maria bursts into tears. God has sent you. Okay, maybe, but not the god you're thinking of. She gasps, I've done something, and then she breaks down altogether. As far as I can eventually make out, she spied on a cult of the Thunderskin heart for one of her paintings. They found her out, and now they're coming for her. For all we know, the dancer might be the ones coming for her. You know, the one we actually ascended into a heart demigod. Alright. High in the Alpaginas, there's an enclave of those who dance for the Thunderskin. They dislike being spied upon unless they prevent it. They will enact their dislike on the painter Maria. Maria, we'll just work with that. I had to fight off their sendings off and stay awake until dawn. Now, the thing is, it's a heart cult. You can use heart, essentially, to overcome all of their challenges. Which means that the first thing we're going to do is throw in, let's see, the Good Doctor. And then work towards other scenarios. Alright, so we're not going to be... He's got 6 on himself. So in 30 seconds, he's going to be... Let's move to fast forward. 30 seconds or so, he's going to be launched out. Now, at the same time, we're going to start prepping some other things. All right, keep going, and boom. There we go. There's the mission. Here's this. Now, at the same time, I want to take our painting, which has 1 comfort, which means every time... Oops, not here. I should have started earlier, but again, just starting out. Relax. There is so much of this pocket fortune, I might as well enjoy its benefits. The 1 comfort will produce 1 contentment, which has 2 heart in it, as well as 2 heart, as well as 2 lantern. That will get us to the next potential mission. Now, at the same time, since we are not going to, like I said, be looking for anything. We're essentially going to hope that this continues to do so. And of course, we are going to take the opportunity to find where we're running to next. And I do not believe, from what I checked, Granada has any of the items I'm in fact looking for. Okay, we're just going to make that cutoff when it comes to adding the contentment. All right, there we go. Learn from my victory. Alignments of murder. There are arts that ensure an ending. Yes, we have 12 freaking edge, and 14 is the maximum, which we'll be having shortly, because that will allow us to reset that a lot faster. Okay, Marika. A marabout named Neville somehow discovered I'm here. Holy man, I think. The message reads, come to Mariki for glory. Once, okay, so yeah, that's where we'll be heading next. And there is a cult of the Lionsmith there. We could end up devoting ourselves if we have a reason to, but at the moment, we do not. All right, so we're set to go. 4 cash is okay. We don't need to get greedy. You need, however, to move. This strange shadow thing, there it is. You have to locate now when you do this in order to place it where you want. This goes up here. This goes over here. And we'll continue keeping low profile while we're attempting to take care of Maria's problems for her. Oh, there we go. All right, we have ejected. There we are. Contentment adds 2 more. I've used persistence, which is 8 heart, and as you see, requires 2 heart. So we're kicking it in this time around. But one of the advantages of using the painting to do what we want is the fact that nothing lasts. It's something to be grateful for. Is we can just simply do it again and then fill it up to the 10 that we require in order to get this done. Also, this will add 1 experience into the Good Doctor, and that may actually matter at some point in the future. Also, we're going to get a glimmering. Now, the thing is, I'm not sure if there's something special you can do with the glimmering in this exile. I know with vitality, you can, how do I put this? You can heal a wound. I do not know what this is for, though. Glimmering. Motion turn higher than usual. There are some things I'll never understand what those things are. It's 1 moth, ingredient, influence, sorry, and advancement. Yeah, I can't grow an ability because our character does not actually have passion. He has no abilities other than a number of wounds. He is not a magician. He cannot evolve magically. He can, however, be upraised by another power. Which again is like 3 of the endings here. Contentment again. Here we go. Put that up here. Thank you. And the drum unceasing. I've used persistence. This will, now we have 10, and we're going to max out at 10 for requirements. But just in case I'm wrong, I'm going to run the painting 1 more time. I mean, getting 1 more contentment isn't really going to be an issue. That will get us Maria, and while she's not the greatest companion, having another companion is useful. But yeah, I think, yep, persistence 10 and 10, we're good. Essentially what we had to do is fight off a Persecant, which is one of the demigods of the spirits of the heart, and they're casting sleep on us. You remember your first level Dungeons and Dragons games. And we didn't actually need the contentment, but whatever. Now, we're going to wait for that climber to run out there, and we've gotten lucky as no random visits by the Reckoners have occurred. We're going to have another companion soon. Boom. All right. All right. Cool. And I like this, by the way, because it's kind of a bald mountain thing. It's a little weird, though. I mean, witch is going to see the devil. Success. Successfully with my haul. And I get a percussive pelt. E perva se move. But it moves. Damn, I know this one. Hang on. I know this one. I think this is what Galileo said when he was told to say that the sun rotates around the moon. Around the Earth. But he recanted it 1 second later by doing this. It's kind of awesome he does that. Anyways, even though I could sell this for 2, I don't really need to. So, yeah. Jennings back. Still tired, but he has got his experience. And, yeah, exhausted. Retired from the field until his new supplies arrive. I'm guessing it probably involves, since he is a doctor, copious amounts of prescribed drugs. Alright, so... Oh, there you are. Good grief. I mean, these don't go anywhere, unfortunately. But what we can do is put you, since we didn't use you for this, Trumbles. Are they still out there? There you go. We class pans. Now she's got what she wants. We'll have another companion. Companions pack themselves. They're always a good asset to have. And we can begin our plunder. Interesting. We still have this? This is awesome. This is going to be really, really good. A plump, dreamy, hesitant woman with very bright eyes. All right, so yeah, she's 6 lantern. Again, she packs herself, and we have an interesting new addition. I forgot that you keep this one. Yeah, it's worth 2. Got 4 heart. It's got a packet as well, but you know, we got a lot of stuff needs packing these days. So my guess is that we wander off to Granada. Now, the thing about Granada, by the way, is that I don't believe it has one of the pentiments. Let's see. Yeah, it does have it does have some things that would be useful for us. And if we're lucky, we'll pull them out before we have to start dealing with potential issues. Essentially, one's nice and one's really good. Okay, so what we need to do is Granada reconnoiter, walking the streets, seeking opportunities. Sometimes this will generate a trace. Again, unlike the core game, you want to be careful about what you do here. Okay. Okay. We did not spit a trace, and we have an official connection, which could be useful, possibly, but not something we can use right away. And if we get the right location, we can pop out the medical license, of course, and get some cash, assuming we don't pop any traces. And again, what do we got? Secluded villa. Fortunately, that one... Oops, pause. That one costs 8. We can't possibly afford it unless we sold a lot of stuff, and I don't really feel the need for that since we've got enough cash at the moment. What I'm hoping for is either the office, which would be good, or the townhouse, which would be great. Again, we got to worry about picking up traces. We can always just pick up items too. Alright, so boom, quiet warehouse. Now this is a possibility. It provides heart and forge, so I think what we're going to do, let's take this. Payment for 2. You can always sell it back when we're done. Use it as a staging ground for Jennings. Oh, bloody hell. There you are. Oh, and we gotta... we're gonna have to sell it, aren't we? So it gives us a 4 heart, 4 that, and 2 comfort. Now, again, we have no traces. We have a chance of this working, but I do not wish to engage a 3.5-minute thing with Jennings and risking him and possibly the percussant. No, probably not the percussant. We could probably do the painting. And the painting in order to be able to get a little more cash. I mean, it would be nice, but let's see. It would take at least 3... It takes 40 seconds. Yeah, we get halfway through it, and then we have to start duking out. We have the official connection. Using that would burn us a year. Half tempted. We could use 2 years, get some more cash, because we're a little low since we bought this place. Possibly get a 2 back. It's been a bit daring, but we also have 2 obscurity to block our way. So what I think we will do is we'll grab a medical license. We're going to get a little greedy. Get this out for 4 heart, which will get us past the first one, and then throw in a year. Where is it? Stolen year. Boom. That will get us started. All right. When the Sanitarium. Ooh, warehouse. Oh, it won't work because we have to warehouse as an unattractive venue. That sucks. Okay, so that kind of forts us, so let's just sell the damn thing and get moving. Sigh, warehouse. Why? Come on, back alley, surgeon, warehouse. It would work. I mean, if you're desperately looking for, some medical attention after tangling with the law, I don't really think you're going to care much about the address. All right, so yeah, it's a couple items I want. Damn it. Don't have to worry about you quite yet. And let's see what else we can do. You get the cash back, of course. which won't combine with the cache I already have because, of course, new update. Alright, so this is discrete office, which would provide us what we need because it provides 2 heart plus that, yeah. But vitality, asset for cache, though it did combine, thank gods. Alright, so official connection would allow us to do this, but we wouldn't produce as much cache. The obscurity would be added. Reckoners have arrived. 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40, 50. No, it's too tight. Unless the dudes leave, we're probably just going to bolt. In the meantime, we might as well see if we can grab at least one item on the way out. Okay, what do we got? Widening the search. We'll see if they leave or double down. The Flower Maker's Shadow. That's too bad you can't use that for a cult. They made a mistake and they can make a cult of the Flower Maker if you have a Holy Man and the Flower Maker and a few other cards, but turns out they forgot to make us one of the cities to have both the Holy Man and the Flower Maker's Shadow, which, you know, would kind of be useful if you wanted to go for that, but the code for it exists. The only way you can do it is if you use the, there we go. Yeah, we're pretty much going to be, I don't know, it's odd that they're going to come across and this won't launch yet. Cool, Heart Curio. Authentic, just like the real thing. Now, we can, of course, just grab that, because you never know when you might need a curio. And then see if we have something else. Now, that was the minor item I wanted to get, but, you know, I'm going to have hearts everywhere. There we go, Trace. Search, unfortunately, yeah, since we already have 1 trace, we probably should consider leaving at this point. 3 cache. Let's see. Take the crude instrument. Come on, back up there. Sigh. Heck did the pistol go? Oh. One would think this would be a little easier. Okay, the pistol's there. We still have the official connection option if we need it. And reconnoiter. Packing's going to take a bit. Let's see, what do we got? Alright, so reinforcements. 50 seconds. We have more than enough time to leave if we want to leave. Let's wait the 14 seconds for whatever this is up here to see if we get the final item that I'm looking for. Alright, so that is not the final item I'm looking for. I mean, the option is here. I could buy the discrete that do this, get an additional obscurity, but not really in the mood for uber obscurity since we're not doing that sort of run. I guess we're leaving. Too bad. Really wanted to see if I could get that item, but Marrakesh is our next opportunity to... What does it have? Give me a second. I'm using the wiki just to remind myself what the hell is here. Oh, it could be useful. It's also got a lot of the same item that I was looking for here, so we are gone. Alright, so 2 cash remaining, so we're going to start thinking about opportunities to get more. And while we're here, might as well do one last reconnoiter. You never know. Probably be absolutely useless, but you never know. Alright, we can do this. I forgot about that. Walk the streets at night, and we want, since we're leaving town... do we want Thoughts of Peace, though? Actually, no. What I want to do is fail this. I think I'm going to get a Dread from it, which is a 2 edge, which of course is always useful. And there we go. Because remember, Dread can't kill us. One of the advantages of not being a magician is that... Something on my mind, Dread. There you go. The thing about being a magician, not being a magician, is that the cosmic dread of the universe just goes over our head completely. We have no idea what's going on out in the greater universe, and we're probably better off for it. Okay. Ooh. Drinker's Knife. Value 2, but can we actually pull it off? Because when we get 2 cash, 10 seconds, yeah, we've got at least 3 items to go. We can get the Drinker's Knife, and that is exactly what we're going to do. Got to be careful with that cash when we get back, because it might actually be worth... no, we need the comfort for you. We have 2 comfort at the moment. Okay, cool. And we need a weapon. Go for it. Uh-huh. And yep, grab the blade. Okay, the search, you're going to have to take some time to get what you wanted. I still have a contact just in case I need to burn you. Widening the search, you will not catch us. Alright, Me and my posse are going. And by the way, I figured out we have a 5-man band. If you're not familiar with the 5-man band trope, it's from TV Tropes, where it goes over the most common type of hero band you're going to find in fiction, which, by the way, is, all right, and we are gone. And we have another dead body, because of course we do. Good grief. This is getting ridiculous. Update your update. All right, so, ooh, a reunion. I forgot. Once you have Lalla Chana and you come to Marrakesh, Chamil, Navil cries joyously. Father, she acknowledges him more cautiously. They share a hug. Navil turns to beam at me. My daughter hunts monsters for the colonel and I heal them for the lionsmith. But I'm always glad to see her. It's always nice when your family occupations just dovetail like that. But after all, she was not the lionsmith, the child of the colonel's body before they became enemies. That's actually got a point to in this game, but that would make the colonel androgynous? Weird. Well, not weird. It's not that unusual in magic, but it's just, I always thought he'd be so darn masculine. Because, of course, it says from the body. Body, of course, means it comes from the mother, because the mother produces all the tissue for a child. You of all people must know this. Keep an eye out for China. Chima has an interest in her. Okay, so things could get interesting. We will see if we trigger that. In the meantime, I don't recognize Neville, but he recognizes me and greets me warmly. Your heart is steel, he explains, but steel is also a mirror. In mirrors we find glory. He's a lantern obsessed. You don't know what I mean then, do you? Never mind, accept my help and leave whatever you wish. That is all you need to do. All right, collect everything. We've now hit Marrakesh. We have a holy man, a reckoner corpse. We know what to do with this. Good grief. I really don't want to have... This really feels like cheating, but I don't know what else to do. Because I seriously look at this and wonder what the heck happened when they were coding this. Yeah, we're way over here, by the way. Mutually beneficial with a holy man. 4 lantern, 4 this, and if he assists deception, we can do a bunch of things with him. Anyways, I gotta repack now. Profane weapon, my doll, my painting, medical credentials, and existential dread. We'll put that over there. And this is what I wanted. The Babi's blade. One account has Babid as the bastardized Arabic word for mosquito, but my foe uses a number of bead among the colonel's names. Wound from the blade takes longer to heal. Or 3. We only paid 2 for it. Weapon, of course, 8 edge. It's an asset, and it's portable. It also, any wounds done by it on the foe take twice as long to heal, which is like it's absolutely a requirement if you're going to be trying to kill the foe. I love my 1 obscurity too, which is great. Give me a second. That went a little sideways. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, so put this over here, I guess. Obscurity there, so which we somehow still have. Key will launch shortly. Okay, so what now? Well, the first thing we're going to do, since we don't have anything special here to deal at the moment, is we need to find out where we're headed. All right, we have launched. I guess that was just flavor text. I'm not really looking anywhere else to be right now, so yeah. Oh, for God. There's a fortified quintex of villages deep in the desert. Chimia drew me years ago. Perhaps my phone won't find him there. If he does, it's time to make a stand. No, we are not heading to map's edge. Not ending the game. We don't have the requirements for it. So, we have to see... We may be going cross-country this time. Now, this is actually, I think, where we got messed up the first time when I forgot. Well, the wiki kind of is a little weird about this, but apparently you can run cross-country and go someplace else randomly. But it costs you 2 wounds. I can live with that. Learn from my victory. The mysteries of force. The colonel and Liesmith are gods who were flesh, but the wolf divided is a god who is blood. Cunning, strength, and agony are the 3 roots of victory, and here is our secret doctrine. 14 edge. Oh my God. I have reached Jackie Chan levels of assassination. Okay, so, yeah. That's a thing. Come on. There you go. So, we're not using this, obviously, and I can't even use it to lay a false trail, which is annoying. We have Algiers, though, which is cool. Algiers, my smuggler contact Migari. Monsieur Girogo. I think that means wolf, but I'm not sure. As people in Algiers that get me there quietly. Once you leave, it also has troubles, which means I could actually cause it to burn down if I was in the mood. I'd have to dedicate myself to the Lionsmith first to make it really worthwhile. But yeah, we're here, and essentially what we want to get in Marquise isn't a lot. Let me check. We is one of the sisters here, the 7 deadly sisters. Forgotten what they're called precisely. Oh, Legions. The seven Dujians does live here. If you have Lachana and you look for her, there's a penalty, unfortunately. Let's see. Basically converts your card to somewhere else. But, yeah. They won't be able to use her. Basically, I'll have to, well, like, you get an interesting item from it, but either one's the sort I want. Let's see, portable supplies, pentiment. It is a pentiment, so I do want to get a pentiment. Right, so we're definitely going to have to look for Inchila and get that one. And since it's a complicated scenario, what are our exit options for Marrakesh? Can I burn one of them for a false trail? Been up to this prior captains. Ooh, doesn't look like it. Does not look like it at all. So if we're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing this raw. Probably shouldn't have said it that way. Alright, so get the windows back in place. The question is, what do we do first? We keep Algiers, of course, over here ready for the opportunity to retreat. Marrakesh, we're basically going to have to start looking for. We have no cash, which basically puts us in a bad situation. I have to pay for something here, but we don't want to burn our years yet and attract attention. So let's see what we can pull off. Need to do some surgery or something. I mean, if I get an underworld contact, it's entirely, or I can start a cult. That's always fun. All right, what do we got? Medical credentials. I do not need that. Thank you. Too bad I can't sell the opportunity. That would be kind of awesome. All right, we have a trace in play. Trembling heat, you're really not helping me here. Good draw. Now, trembling heat does not assist deception, unfortunately. It's opportunity, though. What does it do? Investigate this. It resets the timer if I need a distraction. Which I might need in a moment. Die. Now to remind me where it is. Alright, so second trace. We're doing great. Secluded villa. Again, not what I want. Try again. We're going to have company soon. It'll be kind of interesting. I want to see how quickly the 14-point edge lore regenerates for an auto kill. Or auto wound, I mean. Auto kill would be nice. You can only do that with certain... Okay, Grand Townhouse. Now... This would be great if I had the option to use it, but I do not. Okay, Marrakesh again. And there we go. There's the informant. Probably have an assassin on us rather quickly. 30% chance of a... Can't use the connection of holy men to stop a theft, can I? Don't think so. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Now we cannot do that. We can... What is he? Dedicated to the linesmith. Alright, so the colonel. Do I want to dedicate myself to the linesmith and start burning things down? I mean, it's actually kind of a strange option, but if I dedicate myself to the linesmith, then I will have the opportunity to get to the ascension run. Now, hang on 1 second. I believe if I remember this, I gotta double check. But I think I require at least 2 more before I can do that. Defiance. Okay, so, right. Celebrate my victory, summon Defiance, send a Defiant gift. I can do that one as well. Torment Chaos, and use. Temptation with 7 marks of Defiance. So essentially, I can get 1 more by sending the rifle to the foe. That would give us to 4. I've already done summons and victory. And consecration would be 5. That means I have to take the unflinching vow. Destroy my temptation escape, and that puts it at 6, and then I have to assist an uprising, which I can do if I play my cards right. I have got more than enough edge to be able to pull that off. I could think about doing that, and that might not be a bad idea. Let's see. Alright, if we do that, what do we got? Alright, consecration to Lionsmith. I could dedicate myself to the Lionsmith. This will enrage and limit your dealings with the Colonel, but increase defiance and open the Lionsmith mystery. Remember, we've got one here that's dedicated to the Colonel. This could become a problem. So, quick shout out to the Peanuts Gallery. What do you think? Hmm. 30-second delay is a thing. Okay. Sorry, Kara. In order to get one of the endings, I can devote myself to the Colonel, the Hour of Chaos and War. But by doing so, I'm going to lock myself out of any Colonel assistance, which could include one of our companions. But I'll go over how they match the five-man band. So it's basically removing a possibility of becoming moving one possibility, becoming devoted to the Colonel and becoming a demigod of war. We're going to do Lionsmith instead. God, sometimes I just remember some people not played this game as much as I have. But yes. Oh, that's going to be fun if I do that. Food Villa Grand Ham House. What could we sell? Worth 1. This is worth 2. This is worth 2. 2 there. 2 here. Just thinking out loud what I might do. Sorry. Alright, so, well, it's a possibility, and the fact that we're moving into a troubled zone was going to give me the opportunity to cause, if I want to, a riot there and increase my ability to the Colonel. To the Lionsmith. So, we're hitting it. We are going to dedicate ourselves to the Lionsmith and open up that possibility for an ending by becoming a demigod of the war, chaos and war. This, however, means that we have to stick around for a while, which means we're going to do some killing. I don't think anybody here is really going to be upset about that. Okay, and who we got? Hesitation. Oh, okay, you hesitate. In the meantime, one thing I might want to do is, if we're going to be here for a while anyways, let's get the Grand Townhouse. It requires 4 payment. There's 2 there for the thing, and I'm doing that for a reason, is that I have a better tool here for getting hearts, and I'm probably going to throw in the rifle because it's only got 1 shot. No, it's Betty's blade. Got 2 shots left, which I know it's a weapon and we're about to go into combat, but it's also worth 2, and the alternatives really aren't that great. So if I do this, I will get the townhouse. If nothing else, I can convert it to cash right away. But I would like to try to use the medical license to run a sanitarium while we're murdering each other in the streets. All right, so, I should really also be doing this if we're not really worried about much here. Okay, purchased. So let's get the medical license up and running. Let's get the Grand Townhouse. Let's get the year. And let's begin running a sanitarium. All right, so don't mind the murder out in the streets. We're just going to be doing some killing here. All right, so, right. Put you in at the same time. Sanitarium's running. We can put you in for 4, then 2. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's run comfort and get the contentment. At the same time, we will throw in you to deal with the sanatorium, giving me the 4 heart that I need to run this particular part. All right, so everybody hang on. It's going to be kind of a bumpy ride. All right, so now we have a second one. Delight and its daughters. Okay, so it's using the Grail. It's 6 Grail, 8 heart. So all I really need is 4. I don't have to risk the doctor for this. I can use my happy feelings. This will be fun. Happy feelings will be ready in about 20 seconds. And we are waiting for somebody to try to kill us. We're consecration. I have split the beast's blood and scorched my skin. I have undergone 3 valorous trials. I am the warrior Lionsmith, unless someday he releases me. Rage. Leave the fury of a patient man. Hell, let's throw the rage in. It's going to keep us here longer, mind you, but hey, we can do this. It's going to give us all 12 that we need. How delightful. Actually, this is a really bad idea. We want to be able to escape, and we want the timer to run out in this one, and we already have another situation going. So, let's continue. All right. Oh, pause, please. Underworld connection. The irony is I could probably do some fighting afterwards if I wanted to. Alright, and that's going to let me reconnoiter again and see what we have. But the connection is going to be good for several things. But yes, we have now entered into the compact with the Lionsmith. We have consecrated ourselves to the god of chaos and war, which frankly is probably me. You know, my kind of thing. But, so, you know, because that is the god of rebellion. And I'm usually not on the order side of things when it comes to this sort of stuff. Get up there. All right, so here we are. Trembling. Okay, so continue with that. Where are you now? Reinforcements, summoning an assassin or an agent. Oh, we're ready for both. All right. There's the contentment. We can take that. We have 8, now we have 10. Gods, get your display right. 10, aspect heart, so we need 12 total for all this to work, and I don't even have to risk the doctor. We are doing well. There you go. Let's look at our painting one more time. Alright, so sunset. Huh. Oh well. What is that worth anyways? It's not a distraction, is it? It's an opportunity. And we'll probably let them go by since we're still moving. Alright, so once we get these last contentment in, we'll be able to get our cash 4 and our obscurity 4. Alright, so it's an agent. The first thing that's going to happen is they're going to burn our obscurity. There it goes. 30 seconds. Now at the same time, what we need to do is once we get this clear, we need to get that agent in play, because they'll probably go for, well actually I don't have to do it quite yet, I just have to keep it open so that I can be ready to get our underworld connection in order he needs to guard our stuff, because I don't want any of my stuff taken. And where is, yep, contentment goes here. That gives us 12 for the heart, and that means that we're going to make a successful asylum run with my happy feelings and a dancing doll. Only in this game. Alright, so yeah, the search, continuing the search for me. Alright, don't have to worry because we are still passing everything with the drum unceasing. Boom. Okay, what do we got here? Widening the search, they're going to be looking for more. Yeah, you're just giving me time here, dude. Now, speaking of which, don't forget, more stuff. Been kind of productive. I mean, nothing's gone really wrong so far. Maybe they'll let that one burn. 158, we're still good here. Sometimes patience can be the hardest thing in this game. Just waiting out for this guy to go do his search thing. Say, oh my god, the guy's here, send me somebody bigger. And they'll take the day off. Alright, so what do we got? Faith. Well, gotta have faith. Still can't leave for 128 seconds, so yeah, still kicking. Alright, so he's launching another one, doing a search. Still got enough time for the agent in case we need it. Yep, Rage does not allow me to leave town, so I've got 2 or 1 minute, essentially, of the game time. Trace has come to 3, so we'll be getting a larger opponent. There we go. Theft or sabotage, going after one of my assets. Alright, so, purchase with years. We're definitely going to do that. And we are going to get the connection that we need. Of course, could this have worked? Nope, it's not enough. The Holy Man's the one connection that will not defend against your stuff, because apparently, I don't know, he feels like you should be giving all your stuff to charity, probably. Alright, so we have the Underworld connection. Right. Friends in the right places. I'm calling in a favor. The operative is due a nasty surprise. So basically, we're going to have somebody come kill him. But in the meantime, while he's dealing with that problem, I am going to use my Jackie Chan ability to steal in science and outmatch them, and it's time they knew it, to kill them. Because who needs this kind of company? Operation complete, invisible art, gained in obscurity. Got it. We're going to have the cash we need to exit, which means we probably should exit relatively quickly. Alright, so, what do we get? 4 cash, so we're back about where we started, plus the obscurity we need. And what do we have for Chinita? Oh my god. Do we have to stick around anyways? Here at the desert's edge, Enchinita doesn't always bother human form. With luck, I'll never see what shape she prefers. Okay, so if I do this, at the first rumor of Echinita's presence, right. Okay, so we're going to lose her temporarily for a while. There we go. The first rumor of Echinita's presence, Chema vanished in the desert. She left one of her characteristic curtain notes, hunting, not hunting Lajian. Yeah, basically they don't want to meet each other. Okay, while she's doing that, we're going to have to deal with the assassin, but again, we're probably going to kill him in about 18 seconds, so it's not really an issue. Might as well keep shopping for that matter. All right. Drops trace, but I think, ooh, I'm just going to miss you. It just sucks, man. You're going to vanish, and I'm not going to have had that wound. See, there's the wound. 2 will kill most. Going for an underboss at the moment. No, there was the obscurity because I just killed him. Possibly. Yep, there it is. Palpable hit. That should kill them and stop the whole cycle. I have to start from the beginning again. Boom. I finished off my pursuer. A record immortal. You only buy years and sell them. Yep. Boom. And a record operative is... Oh, no, wait. We've killed you. Yep. This time he's actually going to leave a legitimate corpse, but I don't have much use for it. Oh, boy. Kind of funny, actually. Okay, finished off, and that creates another trace. Yeah, the foe knows we're here for sure. So we still have to wait these 20... They still have to wait a little bit, though, and they're going to have to start from the beginning. So, yeah. But you can see, it's not impossible to do the killing. Now, we have to consider what we're going to be doing next. Only about 8 minutes left in this episode, so this is probably not going to be moving on from this point. Now, I could just sell this and get another 4 cash. I could run it again as a medical facility, because I do have exactly the same setup here. In fact, where we got? Yeah, so you can pass the faith there if I want to, but I'm probably going to take all the distractions I want to if I want to make another 60 seconds. Yeah, we can leave if we want to. Sell the Grand Tan House, but we still need to get Leah Chaz going. So what we're probably going to do is I don't think we're going to wait long enough for me to do another asylum run. Let's see, that would be another 3 minutes. I could hold out, but do I seriously need that much cash? I mean, I'm going to be having 8 cash when I get out of here. I think that's more than enough. So we're going to be sitting on this and probably selling back our asset, just in case. That means we can buy just about anything we want. Guns recharging as well, that'll be fine. I have no idea what to do with the corpse, it's just going to stink there. We don't have the issue of it becoming notoriety because the cops are definitely ignoring us. It's kind of like the John Wick universe, that cop in the beginning when he just looks at the carriage and goes, "See, you're working on things, John. I'll leave you to it." All right, so what are you hunting, my dear? Chalma's prey. The fallen Lahibite. Lahibites maintain their power in their position as long as they consume only things that have been found in the sky. This one has been seduced by Ichida's notorious milks, which raises a number of questions. The most urgent question, what are we to do with him now? It's a prisoner that Lanchi came and got for us, and we have to decide what we're going to do with him. Now, even though Lachina corrupted the Levianite, Shemia would have killed him in the colonel's name. Now he's only a monster, but a corrupt monster. Naville, on the other hand, has counseled mercy. The pretense of perfection, he says grandly, is the deepest sickness of the soul. Exile in the desert, he'll find the sun again. Shemia is impressed, but respects you and your father enough to stay her hand. So, what's essentially happened is that instead of getting the usual, you have Chalmas, in your party and you encounter her, what she does is she fulfills a contract for Inchada instead of you getting the usual connection with her. So instead, what happens is we now have a fallen Leviite. Now, her father says to grant him mercy, even though he's a corrupted monster, and he thinks that the sun will burn out the corruption if we let them go. She says, well, let's just turn them in and get the bounty. Now, this is actually important because I get to get one of the 7 items for the let's see, where is it? For either turning him for the ascension run of the moth. In other words, I get another pentiment. So yeah, we can do the Lamento or we can do the Sun-Kissed Stone. The Sun-Kissed Stone gives us Lantern 4. That's okay. On the other hand, the Memento gives us an Edge 8. And it is, however, a portable supply asset. What does that mean, supplies? I think it's only 1 shot. Yeah. Exhausted, they become husk and disappear. So it might actually be smarter to get the Sun-Kissed Stone. It's an object that is... Oh, wait, it's also consumable. So which one is... We wouldn't be using either of them, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see. Okay, so here's the deal. Since I am consecrated to the Linesmith, I'm going to go with the Linesmith's answer, and we are going to counsel mercy. All right, start. We are going to counsel that mercy. She's something the Linesmith never intended. Who knows what Melty might become? Hey, you never know. Dude might become a great and horrible monster, or he might become a new demigod. Who knows? Oh, wait. Ah, everything's popping. 8 cash. Oh, God. Tell me I can buy something. Cats. I love cats. In the Cheddar Run, we have cats. I found us bristling with excitable cats. It's cool, and this actually is kind of scary because it does actually allow us to activate an entirely different ending. It's essentially an evasion run, but it's kind of an interesting way they pull it off with using cats, because cats are connected to the Velvet, the same thing that we're trying to collect all these Dan Pentiments for. Good lord, they still haven't... 6 traces, and nobody wants to show up after I killed the guy. Who could see that coming? But once we get this item, we're going to be checking out. And possibly causing a riot or two? I mean, did we have that option? And it's not trouble, but we are heading into Algiers. We can start a war. And that's essentially what I'll be trying to do for the Colonel. Since I have all the edge in the world, we can definitely pull it off and have a war. Okay, bit timely, unfortunately. Sun-Kissed Stone, a gift from someone who is not as he was. Pentiment number 2. We now have 2 of 7. We have... In the Defiance run, we have 4 of 7 options completed. And in the Comfort run, we have 3 of... Because there's no comfort on things. We have 3 of 12. So essentially, we're continuing our slow run into the end game. But we still haven't decided which of these stories we're going to complete. Are we going to become a dedicated... Oh, bye, Kira. Hope you had some fun, at least. I know it can be kind of hard to keep track of sometimes, but oh my god, this game's got so many details. I mean, just the lore and the Exile is going to be is incredible, and that's just an addition to the main game. But yeah, let's see, we still have the damn Holy Man. Could have started a cult. It's really what I should have thought about doing when I had the house. But again, I'm still worried about 6 traces, so probably just blow the dude at some point. Not exactly what I meant by that. I meant use him as a disposable asset. In the meantime, rage is gone, so we can now leave. All right, so visual connection, not necessary. I mean, I could use him and one other thing to get rid of a trace and get 1 obscurity, but again, we don't really care about that. We have 8 cash, which means we definitely need to get some packing time in here, and there's no real reason to stay as we now have this second Pentiment, so I'm going to start putting these over here so you can... At home, you can keep track of how close we are to this end. And the cats. Cats are cool. Alright. So yeah, might have wanted to do some other stuff here if I didn't have 6 traces on me, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the corpse. Really. Because I can't even do this anymore. If I put it here, and I put this here... I can't get more than 14, but I think you can get a... I think you can get... possibly Vitality, if I recall properly. I know you can do that in shrines. But yeah, so I'm thinking next game we're going to be heading into Algiers. We're going to be hopefully popping by the shrine and destroying our Temptation Escape one, which means we have no option of an evasion run. We will be continuing we will have to kill the foe or escape through the power of the Velvet and become nameless, and that's going to make it more exciting. I mean, I've already showed you an escape run, and the comfort run we get another 9 for that, and I can just do a murder on that one too rather than just doing an escape. So that's the plan. We're going to go start uprising against the British Empire. That is the plan, because the Linesmith is the god of chaos and war, and revolution is those 2 things wrapped in a burrito. So, I hope you enjoyed this. It's been Fantastic World, saying farewell from Lovecraft Country, and Cultist Simulator, Exile DLC, Tips and Tricks, Run 2, which appears to be, again, the randomness run. We still haven't actually come across an idea for which ending we're going to get, but we are having a little fun. We did execute a Reckoner again today. And that's kind of like, I'm thinking, the reason why nobody wants to chase after us. But of course, if you like this, if you're on the YouTube side, like, share, subscribe. If you're on the Twitch side, you want to follow me, we're only 4 away from the 2-hour marathon, which will be chosen by the, of course, by the Twitch followers. And if, of course, you're if you're on the YouTube side, and you really like what I'm doing, down below are links to the Gumroad payment platform where you can become a supporter, gain access to additional material, and unlock additional episodes for the show. We're currently at 2 additional episodes per month, and we have 3 is the next one. We've got a bit way to go to get to 3 episodes. If we get to 4, the 4th stretch goal, we got an entire new series. As you know, 4 weeks is 1 month. Anyways, so I will see you next time. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of content and data.
And though my mind is somewhat jaded now, it's time for me to strike again. I'm coming back for you, my friend, tonight. It's a hunter's moon.